Hey guys, I just got done from a walk and it's been a beautiful evening, so I've been trying to enjoy it, and I wanted to tell you guys a story about what happened not the other night, it was like a month ago, but God kind of used this scary situation, which is hilarious now, but as like an analogy for our life. And so it's really been stuck in my mind ever since it happened, and I want to share it with you. So I was basically sleeping normally and I kept getting woken up through the night, and I'm like, what is this noise? So sometimes I kind of have a fear that there's an animal in my room in the night. Have no idea why, but like, I'm like, Karen, you're just, ooh, mosquito. You're just freaking out. Like, chill out. There's nothing in your room. So I kept getting up and I'm like, but I keep hearing something. What is this? So finally I got up, turned the lights on, nothing was there. So I lay in bed, I hear it again, and I'm like, oh my gosh, Lord, what is this? So finally I grabbed my phone and I turned it on in front of my face, and there was a humongous bat. No, not a normal bat, a huge bat. And yes, something got into me, adrenaline of course, and I screamed like a girl. And I ran as fast as I've ever ran in my life downstairs. It ended up following me, and I locked myself in the room downstairs, and I yelled to my dad I wasn't coming out until he got out of the house. So anyway, but God gave me the analogy of how many times in our life like does that happen, and you're saying to me, how is this an analogy to our life? But through the whole day, I had to eventually get up and go to work. I kind of refused that I didn't want to get out of bed, but I had to get up and go to work, so I covered myself in a blanket, and we still couldn't find the bat, and I was like, oh my gosh, I gotta go to work. But I called like 20 exterminators to try to get this bat out, and nobody could come. But basically every conversation I had with an exterminator, they said, Karen, you guys have allowed the littlest thing in your house, the littlest crack or opening, to have this bat come in. It could be from your attic or not, but you've got to figure out where that crack is, or that littlest hole, and figure out how this bat got in your house. So basically what God said to me is, Karen, this is so much like life. You're doing life, you're thinking everything's okay, you're not really doing the maintenance that you should on your life, and you're allowing the littlest crack, the littlest hole to enter in, and then guess what? There, before you know it, you're laying there, you're thinking everything's okay, and then you open your eyes and there's the biggest, scariest bat you've ever seen. It's something you're dealing with. And so I was just thinking, wow, God, like, how many times in my life have I let the biggest or littlest crack open up, and then I realize, wow, I'm dealing with this situation, or I have a horrible attitude. So I encourage you guys today, what are the cracks that you have allowed in your life? What are things that you've opened up? Maybe you're like, it's okay if I watch this TV show, like, it's not a big deal. But then later on you're having thoughts that maybe this TV show brought in your mind, or maybe you're hanging out with people that just really are not the right people, that drag you down. The cracks could be anything in our life, anything that is going to open up to have the world come in, or have things that God doesn't want in our life. Because before you know it, you let it in, you open the crack, you allow it to happen, and then you're face to face with this big black thing that is scaring you to death. And it's causing havoc in your house. See, through the night I heard this bat smacking into my walls, and that's what the sound was. It was going crazy, it was scared, but that's what happens to us. All of a sudden, we don't worry about our cracks, we don't worry about the holes in our house, we don't worry about the things in our life, and then before you know it, you have something in your life that you've never experienced before. And so I encourage you today, what is in your life? What openings have you opened up in your life to have things of this world creep in? Because before you know it, you have to deal with it. See, we had to deal with the bat. It was going to be in our home, and we were going to have to get it out of there. So basically, I got a call from my mom that day, and she said, Karen, I got the bat out. I took the broom. It was there. It was flying around, and I found it, and I hid it out of the house. And that's what you guys need to do. When you find out, hey, I've got this in my life that is a crazy bat. It's flying around. It's causing havoc in my home. You need to take the word of God, that broom, and smack it out of your life and say, you know what? I'm not taking it anymore. I'm not going to have this in my life. And I'm going to find the crack in my life, the opening that I'm allowing, and I'm going to fix it. So I hope you guys are encouraged by this, and know that everyone deals with this. We're all not perfect. So there's things in my life that I've allowed that God hasn't been too proud of. And I just encourage you, hey, keep yourself guarded up. Ask God the best way that you can do that. And don't let any bats in your house because it's not a fun experience. All right, guys, be blessed and be encouraged that you can do all things through Christ, which strengthens you. No crack, no hole in your life is unrepairable. God can help you take care of it and get the things out of your life that need to be gone. All right, guys, have a good night. Talk to you later.